We've got BobbleFL, and I'm going to use a picture of Marilyn Monroe to show the steps of this assignment. You go on the internet, like I have here, and find a picture of something or someone that you want to use for your bobblehead, and pay attention to the size. Make sure you click on the thumbnails up here and make sure you click so that it opens up like this. And you can see the size of it. This is going to be bigger than our stage, which is 550 by 400, but that's kind of okay because we're going to just take the head and the body, and we could use Q to resize it, or we could resize it in Photoshop, either place. Okay, so this is the one I've decided to grab, and I'm going to right click over it and save image as, and I'm going to browse to my documents folder. In this case, I've got a BobbleFL folder in my documents folder, and I'm going to click save. Okay, I already did that. So make sure you save it in your downloads, or sorry, save it in your downloads or documents. And then you can close out Chrome and go to Photoshop 2018, CC 2018. We're going to use Photoshop to select the head and save it as a PNG file, and then select the body and save it as a PNG file. So I'm going to go File, Open. I want to open that image, and I'm going to go to my documents and to my folder where I've got my image of Marilyn. All right, you're doing the same thing. You're going to go ahead and open up your picture. I'm going to unlock the layer, right? And I'm going to move fairly quickly through these steps, so you want to make sure you just do a pause and rewind as you need, right? A little instruction in the middle of the instruction. Okay, so I'll go up here to image size, take a look, and we've got 767 pixels by 1023. I've got my units in pixels, so if you don't have your units in pixels, click this drop down and change it to pixels. Should set both of them that way. So again, we'll just resize it in Adobe Animate with using the free transform tool, the Q. So I'm not going to bother resizing the image. All right, just get something that's close to the size of the stage. So I am, however, going to use the quick select tool, as you probably figured, and I'm going to zoom in, get my zoom tool here, and zoom in. Oh, that was too much, so let me back off. Let's see. If I hold the Option key down, then I can click, and this zooms in and zooms out. Right? Okay. So, wait, where'd you go? All right. So back to the quick select tool, and I'm going to start kind of in the middle, and spread out. And we're just trying to select the head. It's got some hair that showing some background image through it. Oh, there it happened. We've got it there. And I'm going to go to the minus option up here and see if I can knock that back so it could figure out, oh yeah, it's just the hair we want. Come on through. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Okay. So I'd say that's a fairly good selection of Marilyn's head. Okay, so let me erase that. Part 2. Get rid of all that. We just want the marching ant trail to be around her head. All right, spend a lot of time on that, but you spend the time you need as well. Now, we want to get rid of everything except for the head. Right now we have the head selected, so we're going to go up here to Select, Inverse, and then hit the delete key. So we just have her head. And then we're going to go to the crop tool, right here, the crop tool. Click on the image, And we just want to do a tight crop around her head. Okay, so going all the way around, all four sides of the crop, and we hit the check. And so I've got rid of as much checkerboard as I could. Remember, all images are rectangular, no matter what. By using PNG files, we can save them, and to the viewer, they're going to just look like the shape that's selected, because that checkerboard won't show, right? So unless it's a JPEG, then it's going to be all white in there. We don't want that. So make sure we're going to save this as PNG right now. So we're going to go up here to File, Save As. And in my, make sure you're inside your Documents folder. I put a folder inside of that. For the format, we want to change that to a PNG right there. PNG. Make sure it's a PNG. Okay? This guy right here. And click, we want to call this head. Okay? Call it head. And click Save. And click OK. So now we have Marilyn's head. Now we need the body, but I got rid of it. However, I can go to my history panel, and I bet you I can go and undo all that stuff. And now what I want to get rid of is the head and just have the body. So I'm going to do, I go back to where I can figure out what I want to do here. I'm going to just back up to the last quick select and kind of undone all that other stuff I did. See how I went? And do you see where I went? Right up here? Right up there, history panel. And went up to that quick select tool. All right, so I'm going to Command D because I want to make a new selection, and it's now just going to be here, the body. So do a quick select tool, make sure I'm on the plus option, and that should find that lickety split. Look at that. Look how fast that happened. Okay, and I want to get rid of everything else, so I'm going to go to Select, Inverse, hit the Delete key, and now hit the Crop tool. And just do a tight crop like that, like so. Okay, we got a little bit on the bottom. Oh well. Alexa off. Okay, so now I'm going to File, Save As again. I'm going to call this Body and save it as a PNG. Ooh, I gotta go quicker. Not Pixar. PNG. And click Save. And click OK. Alright, so basically I'm done in Photoshop. I got my two pieces. So I'm going to go up to Photoshop and quit Photoshop. Don't save it. I already did. So my two pieces, I got body.png and I've got head.png. So I'm going to go to Adobe Animate. And again, remember, pause and rewind. Hopefully you're working through these steps slowly with me and pausing a lot. Don't try to watch the video and then do the work after. You'll never remember all this. Okay, ActionScript 3.0. We're going to keep the same stage size that we've been using. And we need to bring in our two body parts. So I'm going to go File, Import, Import to Stage. And I'm going to go get these out of my Documents folder, wherever you saved the head and the body. So bring in the head, open. Okay, you can see it's kind of big. And I'm going to bring in the other one, File, Open, Body. Didn't remember where I was. What? Oh, wait. What did I do? I did something wrong. File, Import. Aha. Import to Stage. Grab the wrong one, sorry. BobbleFL, or no, body.png. click open. All right, so there we go. We have our two parts, and they're super big. So I'm going to hit Q on the on the keyboard. Come on back. And I'm going to hold the shift key down so I don't mess up the look of this body right here. Okay. Make sure you hold that shift key down when you grab that corner of the box to resize it. And I'm going to click on the other one over here and hit Q, and then hold the shift key down, and let's shrink down her head. Okay. Looks like her head is, I hope this looks good. Yours is going to look better, trust me. Oh, okay. I do have the arrange. Okay, so since I'm on the same layer and everything, I want to put the head on top layer, above the body. So I'm going to right click over that, go to arrange, and I'm going to bring to front. And let's see if that did it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. All right, and I think that her body's too big, so I'm going to go ahead and hold the shift key down. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Maybe I got to make it a little bit bigger. You're going to have to play with this a little bit. All right. Anyway, I've got my two parts, and I've got to actually convert these into symbols. So I'm going to click on the body and hit F8, and I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click on the head and hit F8 and click OK, and then I'm going to select both of them. I'm going to select both of them, showing you something new now, and I'm going to hit F8 again, and I'm going to click OK. Now, it's just one picture. I've combined these two symbols. But look what I can do. I can put the bone tool inside of the shape, the symbol itself. So I'm going to double click. And you can see now I've gone into scene 1, symbol 3. Because that's the name of this new symbol that we created. And it has separated those two pieces. So I can go now to the bone tool, and I can click, hold, and drag up and connect the two parts together. You can see I've got my armature layer here. And let's say I want her head to tilt back and forth for 1 second. So I'm going to go out to frame 25, hit F5, and go back, put the scrubber back, and grab my selection tool. So I got my scrubber on frame 1, and now I can wobble it there, right? Let's see if I hold the shift key down. Yeah, if I hold the shift key down, I can just do a little tilt like that. So I'm gonna have her head and body like that for frame 1. Then I'm gonna go to frame 12. No, I'll go to frame 10 and hold the shift key down, and I'm going to tilt her head to the left a little bit. Okay, let go of everything. Now I'm going to go to frame 20, hold the shift key down, tilt her head the other way. Go to frame 25, hold the shift key down, and get her back up to the center for continuity. So let me play that. So do a command, enter, and there we've got our Marilyn bobblehead. Okay. But what's really happened here is I've done that inside the symbol. So now I can click out to scene 1, like so, right? And I've got this cool cool picture here of Marilyn. And I know I've got that for 25 seconds to do one. Oh, sorry, 25 frames. So this looks different now because look, I'm back on this layer. I'm not going to have a shape tween. Sorry, an armature, because that's inside the symbol, right? So what I got to do is just give this layer 1 enough time to play that same sequence once. And we know that was out to 25. So I'm going to go out to frame 25 and I'm going to hit F5. And I want that, so now if I just go ahead and hit Command Return, I go ahead and have that, like so, okay? And it's looping. So, you know, that's pretty cool, having one Marilyn right there. But what if I want a second Marilyn? Well, if I hold the Option key down, I can drag that out and have another Marilyn. And now if I do a Command Return, I've got that action going. And I can keep doing this. Hold the Option key down and drag out another one. Maybe this one, I want to make it a little smaller, so I hit Q and make it a little smaller. Okay, and I could even flip it. So she's going to be tilting the opposite way, right? Maybe that size is better. Now I'll hold the Option key down and just start putting a whole bunch of Marilyns out there, flipping some of them, right? And just make a collage with these. Go ahead and do a Command Return when you think you're done, and you have something that looks pretty cool. All right, so we want to save this and export this, right? So File, Save As, and we're going to call this BobbleFL. Keep it as an FLA file in your Documents folder. Click Save. And then we want to export it. File, Export, Export Animated GIF. And you decide if you want transparency or not, right? No transparency, white background. Transparency, no background, okay? And then click here to save it. And then click here, make sure it says BobbleFL. It's going to be a GIF. Click Save. And now you go to your animation page of Wix and put this there. Upload it to your animation page. All right? And label it BobbleFL. All right. That was a long training video, but we're done. Good job.